Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis on hand, and this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
And so the bottom line for him is Team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
It's hauled in by Doxson.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. They go read option with Wilson. And an alley to run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
They'll run with Snell to begin the drive.
Early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level. Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Pass complete here, Murray to White.
Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. Wilson, he's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down. Got to be able to throw guys open, and when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play. Haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Ziggy onside. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit. Establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
On second down now, it's Carson. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, That's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter.
Just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that.
On third down, Wilson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. From the 45 on second down, Wilson docks him with a grab over the middle. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. On third down, Wilson looks to throw, fires right side. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Throwing is Murray on third down, and he can't hang on to it. On first down, Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Now it's Carson, and he's going to be down at the 35. They go read option with Wilson. He can run for it, and he will. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah from the shotgun. Wilson is going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. On second down, it's Carson. To throw on third down, Wilson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense.
On second down, it's Snell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. To throw is Murray. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah. Murray, he's used to moving fast at Oklahoma. He'll get his guys up to the line. Now a throw here secured by his running back out to his left. On the crossing route, complete. It's Morton. Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. And that's caught left side, Seals Jones with it. Murray to air it out again. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands.
We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
Yeah. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll begin with a rematch from back in Super Bowl 50 as Denver heads east to Charlotte to take on Carolina. And late in the first half, it's the Broncos who are out on top. The Broncos seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, we're out to check out another game. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. 2 touchdown passes there for Dak Prescott. Finally, let's get out to the Bay Area, see what's happening with the Raiders at home in Oakland. And that one all tied against the visiting Saints.
Starting the drive with Snell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Here's Snell yet again. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Draw play, and it's Snell.
Not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks. So
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they finally get to him as he's taken down. Here's Wilson on 3rd down. And the grab by Croft. Wilson now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Short throw hauled in by Croft.
Not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
After the play fake to Carson. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. Last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. Other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think you got caught in between and created a foul.
And a loose football. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He hits wide, complete. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
It's good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. They're going to run again with Snell. Trying to run for it with Snell. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett.
He looked like one of those guys.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Here's Snell on 3rd down. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving. You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Now it's Wilson going for the deep, and that's caught inside the 35. I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync because early in the game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations. As you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
They'll keep it on the ground. Snell, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. See if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Seahawks have recovered. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game. And the blitz does come. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
Myers' kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Now as they get set to take over. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Goes for no yardage, but they used to call that the Utah pass, made famous by Coach Cactus Jack Curtis and his quarterback, Lee Grosscup.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete from the 26. They'll line up on 2nd and 4. They run it with Carson.
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. First half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Snell, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Snell on the shotgun handoff. On 3rd down, Snell, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall. Back to throw. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. They'll look to throw.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back or moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished, but to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Cards, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.